this can go out again. As well as the cushions. Good that I made those cushions. That was definitely not a priority if I would have known that I need to treat the mold first. I have been asking myself if I would have still bought the boat if I would have known all of this, and I think the answer is yes, just for a cheaper price. But if I would have known all the other things that are happening in my life right now, I am honestly not sure if I would have bought the boat. Because there's so much happening right now. But simultaneously, I'm really happy that I did buy the boat, even though it's difficult right now. Because it does bring me a lot of joy, and it is a dream that I wanted to do for so many years. And if I would have known all the things that are happening apart from that right now, I would not have done it. And I think in a way, I would regret it. So I'm really glad that I did. And it's bringing me so much joy working on here and being reminded that this is something that I've worked for so many years. Even though it's difficult, being able to make these videos and being able to work on my boat and combine the two, I've wanted this for so long. So it doesn't matter that it's this difficult. I'm grateful. I'm grateful that I get to do this. And that's a very surreal thought and feeling to me. That this goes together, that I can appreciate these moments, and I can be so grateful that I get to do this, even though everything else is right now just falling into crumbles. I'm glad. So thanks for being part of this space for me, where I get to feel a little bit like my life is finally falling into place and not everything falling apart. Thank you for being part of this and for joining me on this little adventure that has become a very big adventure. Okay, continue. I was hoping that I don't need to take the material off here, because they added the material inside the whole deck construction, and I was hoping that then it was safe from water getting in between the hull and the interior material, but that was not the case. So I've just cut a little bit here, and there's also mold behind. It's going to be super difficult taking all of this out, so here I'm going to try if I can cut it off from the wall and somehow get it all off. It's not going to be ideal because I will not be able to install insulation material behind the wood that is installed, but I hope that this way I can move in soon without having to take this whole area apart. So this was the top area, and there it's a lot of mold as well. And then in the center it also went down, or also on this side. So I will probably have more on this side, not so much on that. But still, I'll try to get it all out without having to take this area apart. Because I know that if I take them apart, I will have to break them. Most of the screws, they are really old. So most of them either break, which is good for me, or they completely run through and there's no grip to actually take them out. And that makes it really difficult to take things out without breaking them. Yeah, that works. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. That's good. Okay. I should put the mask on. There's an area where I won't be able to get to, behind here. But at least here it's completely dry, but there was still moisture. So I'm not sure about behind there. That actually is a problem. There's two beams running through the whole boat, and of course a lot of water accumulating in them because the construction is that it has like this dip. So all the water just runs in there, and that is also covered with this. So no way for it to dry out. And that's behind here. And at least on this side, there is water in. So I have to see if I can somehow dry that out below. But there will definitely be water there, at least nothing below. So that's already good. We'll see. We'll see. Ideally, I would build this out, but I know how difficult it is with all these screws being broken. And this is the area where I see mold in the wood from below, or like fungus, white fungus. So this I definitely need to cut out. Unfortunately, it's really close to the hole, so that does not make it any better. But that got a lot of water in here. In this project, there's a lot of these moments where I just sit and stare and contemplate how to do things. It's crazy. This bathroom area I already took apart yesterday, or I tried taking it apart. This was the first area where I tried taking things out, because this is also an area where I'm not attached to that it has to go exactly back like that. I actually want to change it, and so this was the area to try out if I can unbuild the structure of the boat without having to break it. And it was the place where I got to learn that that is not possible. That if I take structure out, I will have to break it. I was very much, in a way, positively and negatively surprised how well that they have intertwined the different areas in this boat so that nothing is going to be moving, which is great for the the original build. Not so great for me right now. Okay, so I now need to try to get this out, or at least I'm gonna take off all the material for the moment so that at least everything can start drying. The reason that I'm definitely taking this completely out is that there was so much water behind here, and that the wall here that I'm leaning on, it's pretty black. So I'm quite certain that I will have to exchange this wall, which of course is only possible if I take the sink and everything out. That is actually very nice. In this area, the water could not go any further, which means it has not gone into the galley, at least not the water that came from the bow. So that's good, because behind the galley, it's a little bit different. You cannot accumulate that much, and it seemed quite fine behind there. Well, one step closer. One step closer. The other side is a bit more tricky. That's where I have the heater and the diesel tank. So I think I will take out the Eberspecher. The Eberspecher is anyways not working, so I can take that out and set it up new. I think that will be better. Then I can also get it spread out into the bow cabin. That would be a plan. So I think the next stop is to take apart the Eberspecher and then take the material off behind there. Just let go. I have so absolutely no clue what I'm doing here. Oh, no, nice. So that's off. Okay, that's also off. Fuel. Now, electric. It's so demotivating when things don't really work out or are just difficult, but it's just taking more time. I will get it done. I'm gonna keep on working on this. But that's what's happening currently. I am taking the boat completely apart, ripping all the interior material off to get all the moisture off that has been stuck behind. And who knows, I'm trying to move onto the boat as soon as I can. The plan is just to get all of that material off, build a bed in the bow cabin, which I can insulate. I have the insulation material now. And then I'll take it from there. I have an office space here now where I can store things, where I can be during the day while I work on here. But I am planning to sleep on this boat as soon as possible. So wish me luck on this adventure, on this crazy fight against the mold. I am enjoying this, and that's crazy. I'm really grateful that I can feel the joy again and I'm not that stressed anymore and just feeling completely hit by it. Like you got to see in the previous videos, I can do this, even if it's gonna take quite long, but I just need to make this a bed now. Only a bed, then an apartment, then a motorboat, and then a sailboat. Slowly, slowly.